So we see players.
Well, the players have the cards in hand, so I guess we're going to start.
Yeah, they're starting. They're in their post-mulligan states right now. So on the left, I know this is Mustafa, and on the right, this is Eric Shi, a player from Upstate. Mustafa is from the city, but I think he also reps Upstate. So, you know,
Upstate as far as Westchester County, Scarsdale
is concerned. Yeah. So, you know, anyone watching, hopefully they can come out to our stuff because even with the new store or new local that we basically put in the city now, I already saw some new faces on the first week,
right?
And they ended up winning. So I don't know if it's something with NYC or maybe
it's probably just NYC altogether.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Right, so the matchup's going to be Royal Paladin and Angel Ferrer. I know you don't play this game as much, Paul.
I don't have much insight to United Sanctuary as a whole, because even then, when I was still actually playing the game, I avoided the whole Royal Paladin, Gold Paladin, and so forth.
So you weren't a Paladin fan?
No, I was not a Paladin fan. I was always a Spike Bros player. Okay. And then that whole set never gets loved. But anyway.
Alright. So looking at all the clans for today, there's a lot of
we have a lot of Paladin players.
I think a ton of the A player slots are Shadow Paladin.
Right.
And we had
a little problem picking a match to put up here.
Yeah.
For the purpose of this for this YouTube event, but yeah.
Alright, so it looks like they're about to start.
They confirm, stand up Vanguard, here we go.
Oh, so this is Shadow Paladin, actually.
What?
Oh, wow, they switched up decks on me. Oh, wow. Alright, so this is going to be Shadow Paladin versus Angel Ferrer.
They lied to me.
I know. But it's okay, they're still united. So
yeah, so I don't have to change the logo, yay.
Alright, so Angel Ferrer is a deck that I play, and I know this build. So I'm really happy to see how this turns out, because I played this matchup a lot against Shadow Paladin. So, and it's good to actually know all the cards too.
Yeah.
So, we see that Eric is playing the non-generation perfect guard. So, the Angel Ferrer, and I know this is a Nociel build, they don't need that much counterblast because they are able to unflip so much. So, having access to the older PG allows them to block things like Dimension Police attacking rearguard, Kagero attacking rearguard. So it's a really good pick. We also see that he switched. Yeah, he's playing lefty, so it's hard to
really hard to gauge.
Yeah. But he's at 2 damage right now. He has the G assist. This build plays 4 grade 3 Nociels. So having the G assist is not surprising. He lost his starter, so he lost some ability to tutor some cards from his damage zone. So we'll see how that goes. We saw in his hand that he has another Candlelight Serial, so maybe he's planning to pull a grade 3 out from the deck into the damage and then retrieve it with a Nociel card. That means he's also stuck on grade 2 for 2 turns. If this were after Fighter's Collection,
maybe
there's a chance where Mustafa could have used Seabreeze on him, but as of right now, there's not enough counterblast for him to do that. Oh wow, he chooses to just attack. He's attacking rearguard, and he needed a trigger to pass, which he got. So it looks like Eric's gonna try to play some resource denial, so that even if he were to play like Watermer and grab the Cray Elemental, he wouldn't have a counterblast to do anything off of Maka or any play like that. I don't know what build he's playing. I didn't look at the deck list. I think that's a Legion Rare Abyss. Okay, so he's playing Legion.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, these sleeves, the glare is killer.
Okay, but I think that's the
that is a Legion Rare. I can see.
No,
not the Legion Rare. That's the
break right. I forget the name.
Yeah.
The Shadow.
What?
It's the GR Shadow Paladin Break Ride. Renamed.
Eric going up to 4 damage right now.
Oh man, I don't know.
Blaster Drag. Oh man.
5 damage.
So he got a defensive draw.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's his discard pile. Excuse me.
No, that is his damage.
This is
his damage, yeah, because he's playing lefty.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So he managed to top take the grade 3.
Okay.
So he's gonna. Okay, so for those unfamiliar with the Nociel effect, he can. Yeah. He's gonna place a card in. Yeah. He's gonna place a card into the damage zone, and pull a card out, just like a standard Nociel effect. But Nociel's second effect is that if a Nociel card is put into the damage zone, he can counterblast 1, add the Nociel back into his hand, and the top card goes into the damage. So if he happens upon a string of Nociels, on this turn, he could potentially draw up to like 6-7 cards. So we see that he put grade 2 Nociel into the damage zone. And the card that went for the top was another Nociel, so he's going to be able to draw another one. So he adds it to his hand, and he's trying to decide what
Which
damage
card
he
to
wants to
counterblast.
counterblast.
Right.
So because he'll potentially add it back.
Push it back. Alright,
So he only
this time.
drew a good he drew around like 2 cards off of the Nociel
Right.
effect, which is fine. And he's still able to stride now because that happened during the
ride phase.
The ride phase. So he will be striding with the Stride Enabler.
Yeah.
And he went into grade 4 Nociel. So let's see what kind of a play he has set up. Being sent to 5 damage pretty early is still bad, even if you're an Angel Feather player.
He's pretty much on the edge at the ropes at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's putting down a pony first so that he'll get the power bonuses on. Sariel, he's probably going to search for an attacker because the Nociel grade 4 will be able to tutor attackers from the damage zone.
Right.
He'll probably look for the nurse. Yeah. So this play he'll be most likely. Well, the effect for Nociel grade 4 is after you attack with her, you can put 2 cards from your rear guard onto the damage and pull 2 cards face up or face down from the damage back onto the board standing. So what he's most likely looking to do is to put the Sariel, which is a weaker card, into the damage zone and pull out the nurse. So it can work offensively and defensively because I'm sure he has Nociel cards in his hand, which will boost it in. Well, he might drive check the grade 1 ones, which will allow him to swap and get a ton of additional power defensively against the Shadow Paladin. But Mustafa being at 1 oh man.
Oh no.
Alright. Well, I'll get to that after, but with Mustafa being at 1 damage, this honestly is looking like a really hard game.
One-sided game.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. So, Eric is activating the stand trigger, which is a counterblast 1, generation 1, counterblast 1. The 2 cards and the stand trigger into 2 cards from the damage zone and the stand trigger back into the deck, shuffle, and 2 cards go face up into the damage zone, and he draws 1. So he's powering up the grade 1 pony right now, and he's trying to look for just better cards and maybe a better damage zone. That's a heal that hit. He drew 1, but we didn't get to see. Yeah, it's a heal.
One's a heal.
He drew 1, but we didn't get to see what it is right now. I have not kept track of how strong that pony is. I think 3. Oh my God. He either had that in his hand or he drew another one.
No, he drew another one.
Okay. So this way he's just fixing his damage zone, fixing his deck. He's trying to put more triggers back in. He definitely wants to heal trigger back in so he could try to heal off some of the damage.
Well, he's going to be able to heal off 1 damage because...
Well, off the triple drive he could potentially heal 3. But,
potentially. But the odds of that are actually not.
I have faith in Eric for doing something very cheeky.
Okay. We're joined here a little bit by Amanda.
Hello.
Who decided to sit down with us. Because for the life of us we couldn't remember what that GR was.
Right.
What's the full name of that?
It's Phantom Blaster Dragon.
Phantom Blaster. Oh, I couldn't think of the word phantom for some reason. It was horrible. Alright. So, it looks like he didn't have another stand trigger in his hand.
Nope.
I'm just trying to see. I think that's 2 PGs, the Nociel stand. Oh, he does have a Dr. Raider in his hand, it looks like. It's the card on the edge. But I wonder if he wants to tutor more, if he just wants to get the stronger. I think he drew the pony.
I think he's trying to get this up to be stronger.
I think he drew the pony because he would have played it earlier.
Okay, so
I think he's will play the Dr. Raider. Oh, no, he's playing Nociel.
Yep.
He might be trying to put a trigger back into the... Oh, okay. So this is weird for me. Okay, so he added the grade 1 Nociel to his hand. So the way he does things is really strange for me because I usually put the card down before I pick it up. So it bothers me. But okay, so he's attacking. The pony got 1 swap, so that's a 9k booster. That's 17 to Vanguard. Mustafa will guard 10.
I think the other one has a
Yeah, that one has a lot, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Mustafa will most likely take this one because throwing a lot of hand down the guard right now is kind of bad. And that's no matter how high that column is, it's still 1 damage, so it doesn't hurt that much.
Right.
So triple drive has a Nociel, a perfect guard, and a critical
crit?
trigger, which is honestly, 1 critical. It's really good because when he gets to catch up on damage. Mustafa didn't guard that, right? Yeah. So he's taking 2 damage.
Okay.
So he gets to catch up on damage, and then he has an additional grade 1 Nociel in his hand. So that's really good defensively. So he's gonna pull out a nurse and whatever the face down card. Oh, okay. So that's really great. So he pulls out the nurse, which gains power every time a card hits the damage zone. So if he has double Nociel, that means he gets to potentially do the swap a lot because every time a card hits the damage, every time a Nociel hits the damage zone on the Nociel grade 3, he'll be able to put more cards in. So that's a really good play. The Nociel or the nurse as an attacker is also standard because it's a 9k, and he pulled out the grade 2 horse that allows you to heal 1 damage upon being placed in the rearguard circle. So this sets up for a really good play because now he's free to take 1 damage and potentially draw even more cards just by playing the game and taking the damage. And that horse has resist. So
so good.
yeah. So because the horse has resist, there's no way for Mustafa to touch it because Shadow Paladins has no way of directly attacking it.
Nope.
And the only bad part about having that resist horse down is if Mustafa manages to kill a lot of cards, and Eric is not able to sacrifice it for the Diablo play. Well, right now he went into Aura Geyser. Is that damned?
That's weakness of the sun.
Okay, so he was managed to kill 2 rear guards because he checked the grade 1 and the grade 0 during the reveal. So a direct Vanguard attack like that. Oh, so he lost the ability to make his Vanguard stronger because the nurse is gone, but he still has access to Nociel plays to try to draw cards. I think Perfect Guarding is a good play here, so that he could,
which he did,
use so that he could use the smaller Nociel cards.
And there's a critical. No, that's a draw trigger.
That's a heal trigger. That's a heal trigger.
That's a heal.
Yeah. So because Eric played the horse, it actually let Mustafa heal because they were both at 4 damage. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So Eric is probably thinking right now about how many Nociels he wants to draw, or how many Nociels he wants to put down so that he could use the abuse the draw effects.
I'm guessing at least 2.
He'll have to drop. I don't know. I forget where he put the trigger because you were switching screens, but he should be able to get enough off. Oh, he decides to grab the Serial and not a face down card, which might. I wonder why. I forget what the face down card was. I think it was a draw trigger, but we'll see. This might hinder him to draw more. This might stop him from drawing more cards because he didn't pull a face down card. So he got 2 cards so far. Okay, so it didn't change anything because if that were a Nociel, he wouldn't actually be able to add it to his hand because he would need a counterblast, which would put the Nociel face down.
Right. So there's a face down.
It was a draw trigger. Okay. So he's using the second Nociel now. He decides to add a Perfect Guard to his hand, and he definitely has another Nociel to put into the damage zone because we saw him add 2. It'll be the grade 3. Counterblast 1, add that Nociel back, and the top card is a heal trigger. Okay. And triggers don't activate because it's just placement.
It's just placing, right? Yeah. It's not going to the drive zone.
So okay, so he needed 2 triggers for that. I mean, 2 5Ks for that. That means he put the trigger on the blaster, and he took 1 damage. You can see that Eric is playing a full core. This was actually seen very popular in the Japan build. It's for the Chaos Breaker matchups, but honestly, I haven't played a Chaos Breaker or Link Joker player ever since making the Angel Feather deck. So I feel like it's so useless, but if I ever take it out, I'm going to face Chaos Breaker back to back, and I'm going to hate myself. But that grade 2 allows you to unlock 1 card for Soul Blast 1 if you have a Great Elemental face up, which will probably be pretty rampant once G Guardians come out. Because you can easily have a Great Elemental out without playing something like a Blizza or Harmonix. So let's see what Eric will do here. He has actually an option to ride the second Nociel to try to draw more cards before striding, but I don't know if he'll do like a stride where he uses a grade 2 and a grade 1, or if he will try to draw into the stride enabler, but I don't think he can.
He doesn't have enough for it.
Yeah, so I don't know what kind of a play he might go for. A Raphael play is probably the safest, but he'll have to commit to the board so he doesn't die to Diablo, because again, he cannot sacrifice the grade 2 during the Diablo play. So we'll have to see what he decides to do. Since yeah,
4 grade 3.
Yes, this is 4 grade 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So since you're a little more familiar, how often has Eric played with this deck? Because yeah.
I know he played with Angels last night, but I don't know exactly what build he played. I'm pretty sure he tested this at locals last night. But he's kind of the type of person to play something different every time I see him. So some days he'll play Aqua Force, some days he'll play Angels, some days he'll play Shadow Paladins. I don't know what kind of like private testing everybody did because I'm not in the finals chat group that they all made. So I don't know if he privately tested it with like Sean or anybody else in the finals. But I've seen him play it like once or twice. I don't know if it's this exact build, but I'm pretty sure he did test this out last night.
Okay.
And he got top 4 everybody. So.
Okay. So while Mustafa was reading the card, he didn't see Eric place down the other Nociel card, so I can see why. That's why I don't like the order in which Eric does these things, because it's really confusing. especially when he just adds and then takes a moment to decide what card to put down.
Yep.
But no, everything going on.
He's always played like this.
Yeah. But everything's going on is correct so far. I wonder if he's able to stride. If not, then he might abuse the Doctoroid stand trigger to just draw a lot more cards. Yeah, I think that's what he's planning to do. Okay. So this is just him trying to amass a ton of cards to his hand and maybe fix his damage zone a little. I'm okay with this because, again, if he doesn't have too many good cards to put down to be scared, because he's scared of Diablo play, then just trying to draw a better hand is like a good idea. I asked how often he's played this deck because there's a lot of intricate combos when it comes to this, and yeah, like I'm very familiar with this deck because I played this for a long time. But even in some situations, I'm really honestly stuck on what to do because you have that many options when it comes to Serial. You don't know what you're gonna hit with, the triggers, and sometimes Nociel just doesn't help you. Like, or you expect a Nociel to hit the damage zone because there's so many in the deck, but then it just doesn't work. And right now, that's a weird play because he put down the perfect guard. I'm not sure if he has any more Nociels. Man, I don't know if I agree with that play because he could have fixed his damage in hand a little more before committing.
So grabbing back 3.
Yeah, so he's doing the Doctoroid play now. When he did have a Doctoroid in his hand, he could have potentially gotten a lot more out of this. So even if 2 Nociels land now, he can only add 1 because of how closed off his damage zone is. So I don't know how I feel about that. And he went -1 on the swap because he forced the Nociel stand trigger in order to use the effect. So yeah, and see, in situations like this, you don't hit anything, and then you feel really bad because you were just expecting the Nociel to land because there's just so many, and he has to do this again to force the play. Oh man. I think Eric's just grasping a little bit right now, which is unfortunate. But he's using the Doctoroid to try and shuffle more. Oh, okay. Okay, so that gets added to his hand. Okay. That still doesn't make up for it. I think he's still like -1 on the turn because of the initial stand. So he's drawn 1, and he's sacrificed 2 advantages because he put 2 stands in. This also lowers the trigger and Nociel count in the deck because he's putting them into the soul. So this is so I don't know. This line of play is a little weird right now. He must have a perfect guard in his hand if he's adding a perfect guard back into the deck. So that means he's either trying to draw it or he's just trying to cycle a little bit more now. I don't know how many times cards have cycled in and out of the damage zone so far, but it should be pretty strong. I usually keep counting in my head when I'm playing, but you see he has a counter on the side. Unfortunately, we can't use that at regionals. But, oh man, again, it's the Doctoroid and a trigger. That's so unfortunate. Oh, he's forcing it now. He's really forcing a card out now in order to do it. He grabbed the Doctoroid, but is he planning to play over a card in order to... Yeah, I think he's planning to play over a card. Oh wow, it's 2 heal triggers gone from the main deck. Wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna play over to Nociel. Wow, now he's even more like in the. I don't know anymore. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this line of play. Yeah, this line of play is really.
He's trying to fix the situation, but
it feels like it's getting worse.
Yeah. Only because he's hitting like really bad cards to damage.
And another thing is, Mustafa healed last turn, so no matter how strong that nurse and that pony column is right now, it just does 1 damage. Okay, so we're drawing the crowd right now, but that's fine. Right now we're joined by Peter and Raymond, or Jello.
We're Jello and Mini Jello.
Jello and Jello.
We're just recording right now.
Oh, you guys. Oh.
Yeah.
I know. I tried finding the stream, and I'm just like.
Yeah, he got the Doctoroid again, but honestly, there's nothing good in his damage zone anymore.
Yeah, unless he gets a double crit and he's able to put it on rear guards, he has no pressure.
It's hard to get a double crit right now because he crit earlier and he did not put the crit back into his damage zone to shuffle in, from what I know. So there's only 3 crits in the main deck right now, and 1 in his hand, unless he drew another one. So yeah, Mustafa's asking how strong that is, but honestly, it doesn't matter as long as if Eric does not get a crit, it doesn't matter how strong those columns are because they still only do 1 damage.
And the fact
I think that's 14. I don't know how many times the swaps have occurred already, but this is still turn 5. Like, like this is still Eric's turn 5. So turn 5 or turn 6 by now. I
it's
don't
only
know.
13 right now. I think it's only 13.
13
Only-
swaps?
No.
13.
No. It's like
I've been talking for the past like
20 minutes.
3 minutes or so. This is current. Okay, what happened? A heal trigger and a stand trigger. Okay,
The trigger's coming back out.
and
There's
the
your
draw trigger
stand.
landed. That's a draw.
That's a draw.
So the draw trigger. Again, another heal's popped out. He only draw 1. If Eric is forcing this stand, oh my god.
I wonder
Puts
if
the
Andrew's
heel
like
back
cringing
up.
right now.
Well, my only problem with this, like, I don't have a problem with this line of play because, but the only issue is this still isn't accomplishing anything. I feel like
He's trying to.
it's not stall.
No.
He's advancing his board, but it's not meaningful enough, I feel, because, again, no matter how big it is, if he doesn't get the crit, or even worse, if he loses crits by sending them into the damage,
Right.
it's not going to do anything. Like,
That's what I say. He's essentially stalling. Like he's don't like I'm not saying stalling in the next one. I mean stalling as in he's either on dead man's turn right now, knowing he can't get what he needs, and he's just trying to fish for something to go ahead and give himself another turn, or he's really trying to fish for the extra critical, like you said.
yeah.
In all honesty, I think he's just trying to fix the situation he's in. And I mean, Eric's a better player to know if it is his last turn or not.
Wow,
So-
he's forcing it again.
Yep. He's fishing.
I don't know what he's looking for at this point.
He's.
I think he's just trying to hope that his
I think he's trying to get his deck to be something.
He's trying to fix the deck so he gets that critical
Yeah.
that he needs.
Or just hit the stands, because if he stands the nurse is really strong right now.
Right.
both
So-
columns are really strong right now.
Yeah, but
Honestly,
but he has to hit 2 stands to get the power of the pony.
no.
So if he hits
at this point though, I'd rather swap the position of the pony because the pony.
Oh yeah, because if you stand the pony, it's much. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then the double stand's more viable than getting.
Then 1 stand and then standing like the AK, which won't do anything. Okay, I understand. Okay,
But-
let's see if he does that play.
It's only like an extra 5 to 10k shield. And
And with the Nociels, yeah.
knowing Mustafa's hand, I don't
There goes
think
the heal.
he has enough.
Oh, 2
Oh
heals
my
again.
God.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Wow. So
But at least you know he's gonna get aggro triggers right now.
yeah, like he's gonna either get a crit or a stand, and if he gets
I think.
He gets
Okay,
both.
so I
optimal
think
situation right now,
I think I know what he's doing.
If
over
he
here.
gets
He's counting.
a crit,
he's counting how
Yeah,
many times.
he's counting.
Yeah.
He's counting.
So is he forcing it again? Oh
Yes,
my!
he is forcing it.
Is he gonna kill his grade 2 Nociel in order to do it again?
Yes, he is.
I mean, most likely.
Yes, he
Okay,
does.
so now he's getting it because the deck is still thinned out from earlier.
He's trying to thin his deck, so it's just.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just crits.
Yeah.
He's fishing for crits, but he's doing it probably the best efficient way possible, but it's taking him.
And the only reason
I'm-
why
Yep, at
he's
this point,
counting the way he
it
is.
would be
He
so
really
much
wants to.
better.
He wants to win on this turn.
He has to win on this turn.
Yeah.
He knows it.
Because then even if he got a double heal, it still wouldn't
How
matter.
thin is that deck right now?
It's pretty thin. I want to say it's maybe like 15, 20.
Yeah, I'm going with 15.
I'm saying that he has at least half his issues.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Only because like.
Because we see the heals pop up over and over again.
Right.
And the reason why he's counting is because he'll get burnt out by the end of the day just memorizing it, and that's the big thing. And I'm probably gonna go for it now.
All right.
So Angel Servers already has lost 1 spectator.
There's 1. There's 2. There's a stand. There's a draw.
There's a draw.
He gets that.
So he gets to add the
Draw.
Nociel into his hand. No, he doesn't get the power because these aren't damage checks.
Okay.
Okay, so he's getting Nociels now.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Okay,
he's
he
not able to
doesn't
add
have
that
no
Nociel. So I believe all 4 Nociel stands have gone into the soul at this point.
Yep, right now his best option is just
Oh
to
my god, okay.
His best option right now is to put that grade 1 in the front.
Yeah. At this point, it's just way too strong to just leave it behind the Serial. But wow, I've never played my deck like this before. Is this the proper way, and I've just been doing it different?
Is he?
This is
He
my
doesn't play
exact.
Gabriel.
This is my exact
Does
build.
he play
Yeah.
Gabriel?
No, I don't play Gabriel either. This is my exact build.
Yeah, it's a Japan.
The only difference is he plays the 2 draw build. I don't play 2 draw. Okay, so he gets 1 Nociel
Right.
off the heal. But again, that's another trigger loss.
No, but that's fine. Because then you gotta think about it.
There's another heal.
The worst thing that can happen right now is if he
gets like heals and not offensive triggers,
and
right?
then Mustafa just heals on like 4 or 5. Right now, with the way that's going, he can Mustafa, if he gets the right setup, he can only heal on 6.
Okay. So, do you think this is a typical game?
Yeah.
I don't. This is a typical game.
It's a typical game, except that instead of the sand trigger always being shuffled back in, he's using the Nociel engine with it.
Well, I mean, I do this as well, but I've never had a game like this on. Like it's crazy. I don't know.
He has a Nociel engine, so he can do that.
Oh. Jump. He gets Jump. So we'll see. I mean, I think I've been playing. Oh my god, he's going for it. What's he looking for?
Yo, can we fast forward this game?
I think there was a little mix-up on how he did that.
You also know it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
Yeah. I hate the order in which he puts down cards because that bothers me. But he's not drawing more.
No.
I wonder why. He's purposely putting specific cards back in.
Yeah.
That's okay. So he really
he's trying to set himself up. He's trying to set himself up for that one situation. Like I say, he's going to keep fishing for those heals, and he's going to keep fishing for the for your criticals too.
He put the heals in, but
yep.
Actually, no. This deck runs only 2 crits because he's playing the 2 draws. There's only 2 crits in the deck.
So what's his other?
So there's only 1 crit left in the deck.
Is he really trying to fish for that 1 crit?
Well, he wants to keep it in the deck, so why is he fishing?
No.
Yeah, there's only 1 crit in the deck because he's playing 2 draws.
Right. There's your heals. Goes back in.
Right,
sure.
He's doing that right now. Wow. Okay. I really want to see how this turns out, and I'm gonna talk to him afterwards probably because I really want to know what his thought process was and what he's looking for. I also wonder what Jason and Sean are doing right now. I wonder if their games are finished.
They're probably finished looking at each other like, okay, so what's going on?
Alright. Oh man, I haven't kept track of his deck count. That's another important thing right now. If he's hoping for double stand, I don't know how many cards are in Mustafa's hand, but I think this, as long as this turn is, okay, he did do the swap. Okay, as long as this turn is, I don't know what the reward is gonna be, honestly, because he can still whiff.
He can still whiff, miss 2 crits, and then he's gonna eat it.
Okay.
1, 2,
so
3.
the attack pattern right now should be the pony attacking.
Okay, so
is he going to swing with the nurse as well before attacking with Vanguard? I think he's hoping for double stand to kill him.
Yeah.
I really think he's hoping for the double stand.
Mustafa only has 5 cards in hand.
5,
Not much
okay.
5, yes. I'm watching him flip the cards back and forth.
Okay.
He only has 5 cards in hand, and I'm not seeing many shields.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is, yeah, I think the attack pattern will be Pony, Nurse, Vanguard, and Eric's at 5 damage, which means Mustafa, if he wants to heal, it has to be on 6.
It has to be on 6.
So there's no way that's saving him. So I think Mustafa might. I think he might have lost. I'm not sure if that Revenger deck plays any draws.
And he has about 8 to 10 cards left in his deck.
8? Did you count?
Yeah, I counted. Yeah,
oh, wow.
he just played them out.
Okay. So I think that honestly, Mustafa might have lost here. That's really crazy. Alright, so that's 1 damage.
That's 1.
And it's a grade 3, which is, I guess, not the worst thing.
To Vanguard, sure. Takes the damage.
Okay.
That's
so
2.
He's hoping for double stand. I think he's hoping for double stand. Or just ace stand at this point, because it's that strong. Okay, wow, that's a perfect guard on Vanguard.
Yep. Oh, there it
goes.
goes.
Man.
There it is.
The heal. Wow, that's crazy. But how strong is that nurse? And is Mustafa's hands full of 10Ks? Wow, we see that Mustafa is upset. Wait, why he stand his pony? Oh, the pony got more boost. The pony got more boost.
Right. Okay. 6. Holy shit!
Wow. Well, that was it. That's crazy. All right.
Wow.
Okay, Eric, showing me how to play Angels.
Yeah.
That's insane.
he drove himself to the point of suicide. I mean, then again, I should be used to this
How
by
many
now.
cards was that in his hand too? That's insane.